girl Sassy MC here, and I would like to welcome you to LIB Latest News 231 YouTube channel. LIB Latest News 231 is the place where you can watch all of your political news, entertainment news, and sports news. To stay informed about the latest news, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification button on your screen for more videos from Liberia, Africa, and the world at large.
Right. That on the 22nd day of February, AD 2023, at about 10 p.m., the defendants, Councillor Gloria Musu Scott, Gertrude Newton, Alice Johnson, and Rebecca Yodet Wesner, with criminal minds and intent, armed with a sharp instrument believed to be a knife, and pepper spray, willfully, intentionally, purposefully, and maliciously inflicted several bodily injuries on the person of Cllr Musu, including her chest, right hand, left thigh, and left armpit, which led to her death, thereby committing the crime of murder. That it was on the night of February 2023, February 22, 2023, around the time stated above, after the family had eaten and were all in the house, when the security guards assigned to the home of co-defendant Councillor Gloria Musu Scott heard crying sound coming from inside the house. As the sound got louder, security guards Anthony Musu and Zion Ta approached the room window of co-defendant Scott. That means Gloria Musu Scott now. In that process, they saw co-defendant Gertrude Newton slide the barroom window glass of co-defendant Scott and what it says here, and okay, slide the barroom window or so forth here and there. I'm having some distortion here.
And in that process,
okay,
they saw co-defendant Gertrude Newton slid the bathroom window glass of co-defendant Scott. And upon seeing them, she started screaming for help, saying, in quotation marks, that the people on us in the house, end of quote. Also saying in the bathroom with co-defendant Newton was Cllr Musu, now dead.
Let's explain that.
Okay.
So,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you go ahead. I'll buttress. Getting ready for the second. I'll buttress. Go ahead. Yes.
Okay. So you heard the indictment. The indictment was very clear. The indictment said that these co-defendants, Justice Scott, Gertrude Newton, Rebecca Yoder Wilson, and Alice Johnson, committed the crimes of murder, criminal conspiracy, and false reports to law enforcement. In count one of the indictment, it got very explosive, that they intentionally, purposely, and maliciously inflicted several bodily injuries on the person of Cllr Musu, including her chest, right hand, left thigh, and left armpit.
That means our left arm. So when they say armpit, that means our left. Everything was from the front. Everything from the front.
Everything from the front.
Everything from the front.
Hey, get up.
Yeah.
Teacher Lai and my librarian people, I have the 3 pictures from the morgue. And right up here, you see where I'm pointing?
Yeah.
Yeah. On her left.
Yeah.
You can see the piercing mark
of the knife
going inside up here. All the wounds are in the front. Okay, all the wounds are in the front. But count one is very clear that they intentionally, willfully, okay, did this evil thing to this young girl, this young lady.
So
yeah, go ahead,
now,
teacher.
yeah. So what he's trying to explain, and which of course you got clearly, is that with that already done, it was on that same night that they were inside the house, passing around, shouting, blah, 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 yeah, and there. Then when the security got to the window of Councillor Gloria Musu Scott, they noticed that this girl here now, the girl they call Gertrude Newton. Gertrude Newton was not shouting at that time.
No.
The moment they noticed the security there from the noise, because there was a loud noise. That noise was not a noise that was meant at that time. It was not a noise that was meant to call people to come to that. You know, they were fighting inside the house now. There were tussles inside the house. So when the security heard the noise and went there, it was at that time, as soon as they saw the security, they said, oh, people don't come on us.
People come on.
They were not shouting about people coming on us until the security went there.
Yeah.
That is what the indictment is saying. The indictment is saying that noise was inside the house. You know, when people want to call, oh, you're leaving me, or there's that, you're trying to kill me, all the kind of thing that you were hearing it first. But the moment the security got there now, at that time now, the noise was somewhat not like calling an alarm for security to go there. That noise that, according to the indictment, that called the security attention, it was not a noise that was meant to raise alarm. No. They said the moment the security got there, this man had to call him, say, Zion Ta or Anthony Musu, who is, they said that already too. They said that Anthony Musu.
Right.
After she raised the alarm that people be visiting to her house, that how can she call it Anthony Musu to add up to the security, to beef up the security? That's what they said. So after they approached the room, we know of co-defendant Scott. In that process, they saw co-defendant Gertrude Newton slide the bathroom. So it's like they were shouting in the hall first that fighting was going on. Yeah. After you know the person now died now, or whatever, the person was helpless now. So soon they got there straight, they saw that Gertrude Newton just sliding the bathroom window. The
bathroom window
of Madam Scout. Then she started shouting straight now, oh, the people are also. The people are yeah. So, when you started talking about people on us, the moment you saw the security at the time, you say, oh, the people are also, the people are also. Yourself, you can understand from that one there now, right?
Right.
Yourself can understand. They said slide the window, a glass window of the co-defendant, and upon seeing them, she started screaming, this is the testimony that was given by the securities. That the security said, we're talking to one here now.
Yeah.
Because all the indictment, they come from statements from people. That how they can come out with their indictment. Because the people will be available to stand in court to say what they said.
To say what they said, correct.
They said, including they said to their statement or everything in the indictment. So we'll be able to state their part and all. So this is what it is. And they said upon seeing it, they said also seen in the bathroom with co-defendant, which is consistent with co-defendant Gertrude Newton's statement. Gertrude Newton said that she and Cllr Musu were in a bathroom. Now they played the girl, what they call her now. That means she was very helpless. I don't know what was even happening now. Sir. But according to the police indictment, that the same statement she made, which is consistent with Gertrude Newman's statement, that she was in possession of a knife. And the peeling of the deceased face was associated with the use of a foreign substance believed to be a pepper spray. Gertrude said she was in possession of a knife, and we'll explain that part, how she got the knife away in from. She will explain that part, how she got the knife, what did she did with the knife. She and who start throwing right each other. Oh, so funny when it didn't happen now. I didn't know right can grow in her. Yeah, but yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The indictment is long. Let's read it. Let's finish reading it. Then we'll go to the explanation.
You sure about that? Then we'll forget something. Now, because the time is there for tonight. I'm telling you.
We'll not forget.
Okay.
So that the people understand, they understand the whole reading.
But I want for us to break it down some kind of way as we are reading it along, because I don't want that strategic point that I want for us to capture here tonight.
Okay.
So, yeah. All right. So let's do that. I beg you, pa.
Okay.
So that is what it says. So let's go to which one of the count again you talk about? Where do you go next?
Go to count 3 now.
Okay, go to 3.
After hearing from co-defendant Gertrude that someone was on them in the house, security guard Zion Ta left to call security guard Moses Wright.
So that means Zion Ta went there first, and when he saw the thing, and then he decided to call a friend.
He called a friend.
Okay, go ahead.
Moses Wright, who was their commander, and told him that someone was in the house on the occupants based on what co-defendant Gertrude Newton had told him.
Okay.
When security guards Wright and Tar returned, they left security guard Anthony Musu at the bathroom window of co-defendant Scott. Now that her nephew to her window.
Oh, her nephew who she brought as security.
Anthony Musu.
Okay, Anthony Musu was now at the bathroom window now.
Yeah. It should be Anthony Musu should be Shalom Musu uncle.
Okay, I see so. Okay, yeah, that's good. Go ahead. I'll leave get that part.
When they got at the window of co-defendant Wisner's room, co-defendant Gertrude Newton came and told him, Zion Tar, to break the window bar if he had anything to allow them come outside. As instructed, Mr. Tar broke the window bar.
Read that part again. I didn't get it, please. I beg you.
Okay.
You said when they got at the window?
When they got at the window of co-defendant Wisner's room,
okay,
co-defendant Gertrude Newton came and told him, Zion Tar, to break the window bar if he had anything to allow them come outside.
Also, as they left that man to the other bathroom window,
to Gloria Scott window.
Oh, when they went to the other area now, at the time they get and say,
yeah,
we know, so that we'll get outside.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I get that part too.
Yeah. As instructed, Mr. Tar broke the window bar with a cutlass and aided 3 of the defendants in persons of Gertrude Newton, Alice Johnson, and Rebecca Yoder Wisner to get outside through the window.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was the only breaking so far. That was the breaking so far. The first breaking came from the instruction of these girls. Isn't that what we are saying?
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So let's go to count 4.
Count 4. After the 3 co-defendants came outside and being very concerned and apprehensive about the alleged armed robber, the security guard, Zion Tar, decided to remain at the window with his cutlass to see whether the alleged intruder would come outside through that window. Since there was no other entry or exit at the time. Yeah.
So it was an opation hole because opation only get one hole.
You got one hole.
When you
when you put fire, when you put fire,
yeah,
put fire there, gotta come out outside.
Yeah, you can. So you just stand right to the plate.
Just stand right there.
So say no other opinion was there that one hole.
That one hole.
That one hole. The man was standing there with the college.
Yeah.
And say waiting. Okay. Yeah, let's go.
While standing at the window, some members of the community who jumped over and entered the fence came to the window where the security guard Zion Tar was standing.
They were plenty now waiting for the person to come outside.
Right. And managed to enter the house through the said window. While the security guard remained on alert at the window for the alleged intruder who never showed up. You want to explain that one? Because
I think it's clear by itself. And you what they call it? So that man was standing to the
window,
the opation door.
Yeah.
And the opation inside will have to come outside. Now the other people can enter inside the opation hole. Then he was still standing there and said, maybe the way they put in and enter the man will come beyond them to come join us. I will still be here to wait for him. So that how all of them enter there. That one is clear. Everybody get up now. Let's go.
Yeah. And let's go to count 5.
Yeah, count 5.
That one of the community members in person of Amara S. Tawule, who entered the house, told police investigators that when he entered the house through one of the back windows, he saw the deceased lying in the bathroom, bleeding. And he helped to put her on the back of his friend by the name of OG Prof, who asked co-defendant Scott for the car keys. He further that co-defendant Scott gave the keys to his friend OG Prof, who gave it to one Mulba. He stated that at that time, the whole house was locked. So he asked co-defendant Scott for the back door keys, and she gave it to him. That is how he opened the back door and helped carry Gloria Musu, now deceased, to the car to be taken to the hospital. And he returned in the house to continue searching for the unknown man who allegedly stabbed the deceased, but was never found.
So that is Amara's own testimony.
Yeah.
Amara is saying that he got inside it when he entered the house, he saw the girl laying down. So being very concerning, he said the best thing we can do is to carry the girl to the hospital. That the first thing we need to do, he's concerned about that because the girl is bleeding.
But this was after hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So that means the people in the house, they did not care to even take the girl to hospital in the first place.
No.
When they even told the security to break the place, they did not say break the place so that we put the girl outside, you carry her to the hospital, quick, somebody not touch her. They didn't say that one. She was stayed there while they were waiting for intruder to come outside. Because the people themselves did not know. Now, this man was the one that saw Cllr Musu and very concerned about the bleeding. He decided to say, now, going outside, he said he used one of the windows. Now, one of the back windows, right? And he said the second opening on the house, the first was done at the instruction, it was brusted in. The second opening was done by a key, meaning it was regular opening that was done. And who gave the key? One of the occupants.
Councilor Scott.
Councilor Scott. She gave the key.
She gave the key.
Key and everything and say that they. So the person who was concerned about the safety of this girl was not Councilor Scott.
No, it was somebody that jumped over the fence that came in.
Yeah. He didn't think about carrying the child to hospital, but the child was already in the bathroom. I don't know what they were doing there, but
bleeding.
Okay, bleeding. So let's continue. 6.
Let's continue.
Yeah, go ahead.
Count 6. That in an attempt to cover up the truth about what transpired in the house, the defendants decided to concoct a story that an unknown man entered the house and stabbed the deceased to death. But to the contrary, it was the defendants who murdered the deceased after they were involved in an altercation, evidenced by the outlook of the room when the investigators appear on the crime scene.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they say fighting took place. You know, when people fighting in the hall, you can know.
2 elephants fight, the grass
2 elephants fight, you know, some kind of thing, grass will suffer. So the Cllr, the way the investigators saw it, it is true that fighting took place. As to whether that fighting that took place, that somebody from outside brought the fighting inside, that the question now everybody will have to answer.
Right.
But the investigators believe that nobody came from outside to Cllr room, but fighting took place. Somebody fought. There was altercation. And that is how the murder was done. Somebody did not come from outside.
No.
They are saying that somebody came from outside. Simple theory. Their theory is there was an intruder who did it. The prosecutor theory is that no, we didn't see any intruder. You people Cllr everything. Everything that ever happened here, you people did it. That is what it is. All of you are about
as evidenced by the crime scene.
Where are we now? Which count again?
Count number 7.
Okay, 7.
7. That the medical autopsy report established that the deceased was violently stabbed 9 times. 9 times on her chest, right hand, left armpit, and left thigh. And her face was peeled, indicating that the injuries were inflicted by a sharp object believed to be a knife, which is consistent with co-defendant Gertrude Newton's statement that she was in possession of a knife. And the peeling of the deceased face was associated with the use of a foreign substance believed to be a pepper spray, which is consistent with co-defendant Scott's statement that she did discharge pepper spray and that the injuries sustained by the deceased led to her death.
Wow. So in criminal investigation, it's very simple. One thing people will always look for in a murder issue is if you say that Neff killed this man, we must know whether there was a Neff. In this case, it is very simple. Gertrude already said there was a Neff. Then when they check on the girl's face, they say the peeling there, right?
Yeah.
And then that peeling must have been done by pepper spray. Madam Gloria Musu Scott said that she pepper spray.
She used pepper spray.
So now it very much clear now. There were pepper spray and there was knife. Where are the knives and where is the pepper spray? Those are the kind of things now that the case will be looking for. I like that. Let's continue. I think we're getting there. Yeah, let's continue.
Count number 8. That the defendants knowing what they had done was wicked and barbaric, and co-defendant Counselor Gloria Musu Scott, being an experienced lawyer and criminal justice practitioner, decided to lie by creating a story that will shield them from the gruesome act of murder. That is why defendant Gertrude Newton narrated a story that no reasonable mind will ever believe, that after the man allegedly stabbed the deceased in the back.
Be careful. You said where was the stabbing done according to Gertrude?
In the back.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. She took the knife from him, but he took it back from her.
wait. Go back there. So Gertrude is telling us that the strange man that according to them entered the hall. She was so strong, she took the knife from the man.
And then
the man took the knife back from her.
Took the knife back from her.
And then what happened?
And he didn't stop her. He went to Shalom Musu. Me and you fighting over knife, teacher like.
And they jacked the knife from her palm not even tear.
Her palm not tear.
The knife not even touch her.
She don't want to explain it. Now, nobody put word in her mouth. Nobody put word in her mouth. She now herself talking it together with herself. They say, Gertrude, what you know about it here? The whole thing.
From him.
Yeah.
So then the man went back for the knife again.
And took it from her. But he not catch her. He not stop her.
What they're trying to establish down there is that the man ran away with the knife because they don't want the knife to be found. That was the strategy that they employed right there.
Yeah.
Because if they were to say that the knife stay with her, they would say, but then the knife stay with you. Where is it?
Where's the knife?
Yeah. Testify that the man took the knife and carried it. They're trying to make the knife to not be visible anymore. That is the strategy that they employ here.
You know what in that way.
That go, Papa. Yeah. I like it so much.
Let me just read the whole count 8 over.
Let go read it over.
Yeah. That the defendants, knowing what they had done was wicked and barbaric, and co-defendant Counselor Gloria Musu Scott, being an experienced lawyer and criminal justice practitioner, decided to lie by creating a story that would shield them from the gruesome act of murder. That is why defendant Gertrude Newton narrated a story that no reasonable mind will ever believe, that after the man allegedly stabbed the deceased in the back, she took the knife from him, but he took it back from her, indicating that the multiple wounds found on the body of the deceased were inflicted by the alleged man, who had no evidence, no evidence has established ever existed. That co-defendant Scott also lied that she pepper sprayed the man in his face after she encountered him in the doorway of her room.
Thank you. So there was a pepper spray on face.
Yeah.
There was a stabbing that was done by knife.
Now
the knife could not be found. One good thing that they did not do in their testimony is that the face of this girl is the only face that we know that received pepper spray.
Pepper spray.
So
the autopsy report confirmed the use of pepper spray because Cllr Musu face peel off like you peel plum or orange.
Wow. But that lie, they didn't really do what they would have took the knife off. That the knife they wanted to throw away. That's what it is. But let's continue. Let's continue.
Count now 9.
That, 9. Let's go to 9.
That the defendants with criminal minds and intent to destroy evidence caused co-defendants Gertrude Newton and Alice Johnson to return to the house on the night of the incident, and upon which time security guard Zion Tarr saw them carry away a black bag containing several items, part of which is suspected to be the murder weapon. Criminal agency.
So that what I was just talking about, I say in the murder issue, you must be able to find a criminal agency that which was used to commit the act. That is what it is. So that act of after the man finished stabbing the girl with the knife, I took the knife from him, then he took the knife back from me. Meaning it is possible. The reason she did that is that if they were to do a fingerprint on the knife were it to be found, it is possible her fingerprint will be there. So she wants to say the fingerprint that will be there is as a result of her taking it from the man. That's the thing they try to establish. They put in the too smart. But you heard me read earlier that the indictment said Gloria Musu Scott is a practitioner. A best criminal lawyer. And of course, it's a practitioner. So it would not be surprising if she sent those 2 ladies back to the house, say, y'all go get a knife. Y'all get them from there quick. So they went back. When she went to Musa Dean's house. So after the testimony that they left, the man took it, the alleged intruder took it away. It was Tarr who saw them taking something in plastic and
a black bag. In a black bag. Yeah. So security guard Zion Tarr. Zion Tarr saw them carry a black bag. Containing several items. That it is observed from the facts and circumstances that the defendants changed and concealed the blouse that Cllr Musu, now deceased, was wearing at the time of the violent attack.
Okay, so in our black plastic as well, so there are a lot of things that are missing in the house. One, Cllr Musu clothes that was on her at the time the alleged intruder pierced her was not on her when they took her to the hospital. The next thing that the knife that must have been used is already gone because according to Gertrude, the man took it back from her and then carried it to his house. So, but it was in black plastic flying all around.
Yeah.
They already hard to talk because it's just easy. You can construct. The construction is very poor. The creation, even I think very they were set to take valid teller and put it inside them. What you people even did?
I'm telling you. Listen to this part.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, let's go back from the beginning of this sentence so that everybody gets it.
Yeah,
that it is observed from the facts and circumstances that the defendants changed and concealed the blouse that Cllr Musu, now deceased, was wearing at the time of the violent attack on her person before taking her to the hospital, and also prohibited the investigators from entering a room in the house, which was locked by co-defendant Gertrude Newton for several days, having been compelled by the police investigators to open the room in the presence of co-defendant Gertrude Newton's lawyers. Bloodstains associated with the deceased were found in several parts of the room.
Thank you.
Along with a tomb bra or brazier, believed to be that of the deceased. So they found her bra. The knife tore her bra when they juju her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they found that. Yeah.
But one thing you just explained, which is very essential as well, is the fact that that observation that was done, that one, that the defendants, they changed and concealed the blouse that Cllr Musu were wearing at the time, right?
At the time of the incident, yeah.
Before taking her to the hospital. Then two, they also said that there was a room that this time the intruder entered that other room. I don't know
that room was locked. We explain about that room situation here.
I know. We don't want to take our statement now. Let's leave what we say.
Yeah.
We are saying now what they are saying now. So now they're trying to confirm what we have said initially. So we don't want to explain what we said. We said it already. Now let's hear from the horse's mother. They themselves saying it. Yeah. Now, so you can now see that in this case, what's happening now is that this room is locked by Gertrude.
Yeah, it's locked. It's been locked.
They've been locked for several days. And they were prohibited, meaning somebody stopped somebody from doing something.
Going inside.
So they were prohibited from entering that room until the police have to force them and say, but you're opening another place. They other place opening and the intruder enter inside. But when they enter in our hall, they saw blood stain and they get blood there. But the intruder did not enter there. How did that one happen again? That's another question they have to answer.
Yeah. How did it happen?
Because the intruder didn't enter there.
He didn't enter there. That room been locked.
That room being locked. According to them, said nobody else even entered there. So no intruder entered there.
No.
But when it was the men in the presence of their lawyer, that's one good thing about it. In the presence of their lawyer.
Yeah.
Because if the lawyer was not present and then that happened at the trial, they will say, but nobody was there. That didn't want to put a blood stain inside and put all the things and that just made the people to feel guilty. No. They said in the presence of their lawyer, they say, boss this place, let's enter inside because we're looking for intruder. Maybe the intruder, he fell off inside here and died. We're looking for him. Maybe he fell through the ceiling and fell down inside the room here. We're looking for somebody. And say intruder. So now they check inside now. They don't see intruder there. But it was this girl's blood stain, and they saw
how did it arrive at the blood found in that room to be Cllr Musu's blood?
Okay.
DNA. By DNA examination.
Okay, DNA.
Yeah.
They use that blood stain and they
because
got to know
say that chicken blood.
Yeah, that chicken blood.
That cow meat blood.
They brought that inside here. That ever since somebody want to bring them for that inside here.
So they perform the DNA on the blood that they found in that room.
Wow.
Let's continue the reading.
Let's continue.
Count number 10. That the defendants willfully, purposely, intentionally, recklessly, and maliciously committed the crime of murder against the peaceful person of the deceased, Cllr Musu, at the time and date mentioned above, in a manner and form which is violent and barbaric, based on the circumstances surrounding the death of the deceased, but tried to fake a story to deceive investigators.
So that one will continue. Let's continue.
Count number 11.
11.
That the conduct of the defendants demonstrates extreme indifference to the value of the life of Cllr Musu. Wow. Now deceased. For the fact that the time that was available for them to take the deceased to the hospital to seek medication after she was allegedly stabbed by an unknown man was the time they took to plan and concoct a theory of falsehood that they saw a man in the house who
You
yeah yeah I mean
you
saw a man in a house who that was 11.
Yeah. The numbering here.
The numbering cut. Yeah, but I'll get it right. 1 second.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Number 11. We got 211 and because of that it got mixed up.
Let me see if I
1
can.
second here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Let's
was
do
reading from the PDF.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was reading from the PDF.
I think
Okay, it's right here.
Okay. Are we on course now?
Yeah, we on course.
Thank you.
Uh, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Don't worry, class. We are here.
Hi, it's your girl Sassy MC here, and I would like to welcome you to LIB Latest News 231 YouTube channel. LIB Latest News 231 is the place where you can watch all of your political news, entertainment news, and sports news. To stay informed about the latest news, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification button on your screen for more videos from Liberia, Africa, and the world at large.